much sauce. Chain with the new gun, I'm on a new level. That's too much sauce. Protect Philippe, the plain one. That's too much sauce. Hermes in the aim. That's too much sauce. They let me know before I was famous. I had too much sauce. Audemars heel blow now. That's too much sauce. That's too much sauce. Got too much sauce. That's too much sauce. I got too much sauce. Protect Philippe, the plain one. That's too much sauce. Got diamonds on all of my fingers. That's too much sauce.
Yeah, all of my diamonds they shining. Haters like knock that off. Yeah, all of your diamonds are fake. You need to stop that though. Stop that though. You really kissing that girl like she ain't Tommy though. Oh my God. Shook your low now with the haters, cause I'm blocking y'all. Let's go. Yeah, that's too much sauce. Yeah, rockin' me low when I'm rockin' off white. Yeah, she smile at me on her teeth with that ice. And that can tell me how like a kite. Too much sauce. Yeah, diamonds they look like the sun. More like Voss. Hey, yeah, that boy saw my chain. He said, "What's the cost?" Hey, you wanna drum? Can you count? Yeah.
Check Philippe, the plain one. That's too much sauce. Hermes in the aim. That's too much sauce. They let me know before I was famous. I had too much sauce. Audemars heel blow now. It's too much sauce. It's too much sauce. Got too much sauce. That's too much sauce. I got too much sauce. Protect Philippe, the plain one. That's too much sauce. Got diamonds on all of my fingers. That's too much sauce.
Too much sauce. Yeah. Diamonds they look like the sun. More like Voss. Hey, yeah. Young man, turn myself right to a boss. Like, yeah. Copping no matter the cost. Like, yeah. Let me turn up and right in my beds. Yeah. Think me a future, don't I say twins?
I used to feel so devastated. At times I thought we never make it. Let's go. We on our way to greatness. And all that ever took was patience. I used to feel so devastated. At times I thought we never make it. But now we on our way to greatness. And all that ever took was patience. Okay, just getting better each day. Stacking that to the cheesecake. Look up to the Lord we pray. Tryna be my best each day. Until I'm lit the rest of we late. Yeah, to the time being we lit. Hoping I don't let it get all in my head. And I don't need the money just to say that I'm rich. Couple little honeys when they get in my bed. But they used to run for me when I had nothing. Now they wanna to see me stunting. Came up off the hustling. Living in the lap of lux and I'm feeling like the man. If you ain't never touched, then you wouldn't understand. On me, bodies rubber bands on me. Make her wanna dance for me. Probably leave a man for me. Standing in the stands, goddamn. She used the front way back, now she just a bang. Yeah. I used to feel so devastated. At times I thought we never make it. Now we on our way to greatness. And all that ever took was patience. I used to feel so devastated. At times I thought we never make it. But now we on our way to greatness. And all that ever took was patience. I put my pain in the cadence, turn my brain up a wavelength. Now we flowing and sailing, so just go with the feeling. Baby, soak up the vibe, let's throw some dope up, get high. We gon' blow smoke in the sky till we can open our eyes. Times I thought we never make it. Yeah. Now we on our way to greatness. And all I ever took was patience.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be.
Let's go, make sure y'all call it 848-406-371.
Work so hard, forgot how to vacation.
We in here deep with the morning cup.
We never had the dedication. People hate and say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. That was never friendly. Yeah.
Good morning.
Not a Bentley. Yeah, and I know
it's fact, it's the afternoon.
Yeah, but I know I had to have it. Yeah, for the money I'm a savage. Yeah, I be itching like I had it. Yeah, I'm surrounded 20 bad. Yeah, but they didn't know me last year. Yeah, everyone wanna act like they important. Yeah. But all that mean nothing when I saw my door. Yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball. Yeah. Everything custom like I'm at the bottom. Yeah. If you win it, put your lighters to the sky. How could I make sense when I got millions on my mind? Coming with it, I just put it to the side. Bought a sense of baby, they could see it in my eyes. My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
I was patient, yeah. Oh, I was patient. Now I can scream that we made it. Now everywhere I go, they say congratulations. Young nigga, graduation. I pick up the rock and I ball, baby. I'm looking for someone to call, baby. But right now I got a situation. Never old Ben Franklin. Big rings, champagne. My life is like a ball game, but instead I'm in a trap though. Pop so big, call it Super Bowl. You look at the trouble. You look at the trouble. You look at the trouble. DJ Shaw. You look at the trouble. You look at the trouble. Fresh out the bed. Count up the dead. 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 Fresh out of the bed. Count up the dead. Bow, bow. We heard what you said. We heard what you said. If I wasn't trapping, I'd be rapping up them bundles. If I wasn't rapping, I'd be trapping out the condo. No saying. Not for real, no cap. My money long like anaconda. No saying. Not for real, no cap. I keep a set like Sapatoga. If you think about running with that, then you in trouble. If you think about running with that, then you in trouble. You look at the trouble. You look at the trouble. Not for real, no cap. My money long like anaconda. You look at the trouble. You look at the trouble. If you think about running with that, then you in trouble. Fresh out the bed. Count up the dead. 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 Fresh out the bed.
Gang bang slang, can't hell run. Half a ton, purple haze, can't run. Plays off a Samsung, getting the job done. If I go jog at night, yeah, call it a mile run. You know what I did last night, cause I gave her all one. You know in trouble, right chain by the double. Yeah, got names by the double. Yeah, I do everything but cut them. Might buy a bowling alley. I got mine out the gutter. Fully automatic. And then don't stutter.
You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. Now for real, no cap, my money long like undercover. Wow. You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. If you ain't gon' chop one nigga, then you in trouble. Wow.
Yeah. Fuck is you talking about, bitch? You offended me. I just might go ahead and let that little bitch up my dick till it tickle me. I just might go ahead and meet me a Sprite with some it's chemistry. God, I had for hope that one time they were drilling me. I heard them little boy were plotting on killing me. Running lift up they stole like Latino be willing. I usually don't bet, but I don't want the ceiling, please. Us, kittens. And my coat look like bath salt. And I'm too high hosted for asphalt. Therefore I'm in clouds from day to dawn. They say that I change it to cash fall. Pay everybody like a cash cow. I switch through the lane like a NASCAR. The roll is stain us. We young and rich and we dangerous. I'm at Piccadilly with your Mrs. New. And the weed staking like a chillin'. And the money down like a feeling. Then we catch you slipping in the criminal. The bulletproof can take a missile. I got Benji on me and he crippin'. Had to rat the Benji in the city. Had to rat the Billy in the Benji. Put a swimming pool in the living room. How I'm living it, I ain't swimming. Only thing me and Mother felt got in common is that we winning. Rockstar lifestyle.
Check. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. This is the Morning Cup. You rocking with DJ Shab right now. Yes, sir. World Hype fan. Morning Cup, World Hype Radio.
And he couldn't sit in my chair, yeah, it's on. This is my year. I done ran through all this fly gear. Louboutin shoes, more than 5 pair. You don't like me, what the do I care? I get money, what the do I care? I was posted on the block where try to rob and you get shot there. I'm a monster, I'm a goblin. I go hard and I'm a rocket. I spent 13 on the wallet, just a black card in the wallet. Got car key, cause it started. Thought I told y'all I'm an artist. Got a baddie in the valley, out in Cali, pushing gardens. Can't f with the extra. Every time I go out, it's an extra. Trying to get in my bed to have sex and I just wanted some like the Exorcist. I got 99 problems and messages. Don't be asking you why I won't text you. Wrap your legs around me like we wrestling. Get on your knees, don't you be so damn hesitant. When I get your body, I'ma be alright. And when I get a Rari, you can be inside it. I'ma get another one and let you drive it. Vacation for an extra night. And I won't tell nobody all your secrets. I can keep a secret, girl, I know you need somebody. And I already need somebody. So tell me that somebody, girl. I think I might be too late, but I'm sorry, baby. But you should thank me, appreciate me, congratulate me. I got money, I don't need to stress. I got 99 problems and messages. 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 I got messages. I got 21 questions for you that I wanna know what you mean.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking on cooking the hot pot. Cooking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something. Hey, I don't trust nobody, grip the trick. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. It's bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up with a Uzi. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up with a Uzi. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. All set. Woo. Records on records, got backers on backers. I'm riding around in a cool. I take your right from you. I'm a dog. Beat her walls loose. Hop in the fall. I tell that bitch to come for me. I swear these niggas is under me. The hate and the devil keep jumping me. Back rows on me, keep me company. Hey, we did the most. Yeah, pull up and goes. Yeah, my diamonds a choker. Holding up, I with no holster. Read the ruler, diamond cooler. This a roller, not a mule. Dabbing on them like the usual. Magic with the brick do voodoo. Magic. Courtside with a bad. Then I send it through Uber. Go. I'm young and rich and plus I'm bougie. I'm not stupid, so I keep the Uzi. Records on records, got backers on backers, so my money making my back ache. You got a low act rate. We from the north, yeah, that way. Fat cookie in the ashtray. Just national smash day. Hop in the limb, have a drag race. I let them birds take a bath, babe. Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. On your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something. Hey, I don't trust nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. It's bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up with a Uzi. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up with a Uzi. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too.
I was mobbing through the beach, yeah, the city by the sea. Mama tried to keep me home, but I love the street. I was cooking up a key, trying to serve it to the street. Couple had beef, so I had to cheat keep. I got homies from the 2, I got homies from the 3. I keep everything neutral, I just wanna smoke a leaf. I was running up a check, try me, he gon' get the tag. Hear a lot of talk, ain't impress me yet. I'm in Houston V live, throwing racks, that's a bet. And you ain't a real if you don't rep your set. Push it, 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 push it. Go get the money, go get the money. 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 Push it, 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 push it. Go get the money, go get the money. 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 Cooking on the pot, got a scale way to rock. Almost burned my hand, I forgot the was hot. I'm just trying to get a knot. Had this up in my sock. Leave me alone, leave me alone. I can work my own block.
Let's go.
Go get the money, go get the money. Go get the money, go get the money. All these racks, I'm a trick on. I got gold digger money, gold digger money. Hood rich, get money, push away. Everything was an A, now it's looking like a play. Push it, 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 push it.
You already know what it is, man. I'm in here with the morning cup. You feel me? We woke up, we awoke Sunday morning. You already know what it is, man.
Go get the money, go get
Matter of fact, it's noon right now.
Go get the money, go get the money.
Push it,
push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it.
Trev, we here, baby.
Push it, push it, push it, push it. Go get the money, go get the money. Go get the money, go get the money. Go get the money, go get the money.
Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good day. I know on the West Coast it's still morning, still afternoon.
Go get the money, go get the money.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it be. Make it good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Real quick before we start though, I wanna give a shout out to my guy DJ Shab. Appreciate you coming through today, brother.
Word.
You already know, man.
Yeah. World Hype fam. Yo, shoot your social medias. Let them know where they can find you. Let them know where they can hear your music. Everything. Let it go.
Man, matter of fact, y'all can follow me on IG at DJ Shab, DJ SHABB, DJ Shab, on Twitter at Flatbush Born, because I'm from Brooklyn. So you already know what it is.
Brooklyn.
Feel me? And you can find me on SoundCloud. Just type in DJ Shab.
Yes, sir.
Find me on Hot New Hip Hop. You got a couple tracks I'll be hosting and all that.
Okay.
That's what it is.
You know what I mean? Make sure y'all call in too, 848-480-6371. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Show love.
Big shout out to DJ Shab coming through over
Fast
down.
show.
He'll be mixing it up throughout the show. We got a special guest today. My man Angelo.
Guest.
Thank you very much for coming
Welcome
through.
Welcome to the building, man.
Genesis 49 Radio.
Appreciate you, brothers.
Yeah, brother, you earned your way here. He had an ill calling, bro, and he brought it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we went to school together and whatnot. Throw that out there. So we do know each other, and like I said, he's running a radio station and doing good work over there. But yeah, bro, we were compelled to have you on after just talking with you for a few minutes because you brought a lot of knowledge and insight to certain things that we were talking about. And like you had said, I was telling him earlier, one of the things that stood out to me the most in our conversation was the fact that he pointed out, like, I'm not just calling, just throwing opinions out there. He's traveled, he's been through. So I felt like that gives credibility to the things that you're saying. You know, a lot of people, everybody has an opinion. You understand what I'm saying? And they're entitled
Experience is the best teacher.
But to have gone somewhere, been different places, and really have something to contribute. Yo, CO, can you do me a favor? We good over there? To be places, can you bring that over for me? To be different places and to have experienced different things in a different from a different light, as far as my fault, Trev.
Good.
And I just ended the video. Oh my God.
Yeah, so if y'all don't recall, we had the brother call in. We didn't have him call in. The brother called in. We were talking about, this is when the United States first dropped the bombs 2 weeks ago, and he called in and he had a lot of insight and thought, and we felt it would be our privilege to have him on the show today because the brother was obviously very knowledgeable. Like CBo was saying, he's experienced a lot of things, very knowledgeable, and we wanted them to come on the show. So, brother, if you want to just introduce yourself, give the people a quick background of who you are, where you from, and when I say where you from, you know what I'm talking about. Let the people know what's going on. We're gonna start right away and get right into the conversation, man, and let's have our ears and our eyes open today, people. It's gonna be it's the morning cup, but it's a different type of show. We bringing you a lot of knowledge today,
yes,
so
sir.
Please take heed. And I'm gonna let the brother speak.
All right, I appreciate you, brothers. We good here? Okay.
Yep, we good.
Man, I appreciate you, brothers. Thank you for having me here at the Morning Cup. For the audience that don't know, my name is Angelo. Angelo the Traveler, or Angelo el Vajero, or in the Hebrew is Halak Malak, which means traveling messenger. Where I'm from, was born in New York City, but I come to find out recently, or within the last couple of years, most of us don't know who we really are. So that's kind of, it is what is, it's not what it seems. With that being said, our ancestors, a lot of our ancestors come from a place that we don't even put to think of. With that being said, I'll say frankly, we are the children of Israel, most of us. The black people here, you know what I'm saying, the Indians, the so-called Indians, the so-called Latinos, and many other people. But the book, you know what I'm saying, the book, the Holy Bible speaks of us. It doesn't speak about anybody else but us, Israelites. With that being said, obviously most of us grow up not thinking that. Most of us grow up thinking we're black or we're Puerto Rican or Dominican, this, that, and the third. And so growing up in New York City, we actually live amongst each other, and we already grew up knowing we was brothers, but without that biblical understanding.
Yes.
So with that being said, growing up in New York City gives it a definitely a unique perspective on certain things, and then even more, like CBo said earlier, we played basketball back in high school. I was a couple grades under him.
Mm-hmm.
He was a bully, man. When we was he used to bully us, man.
Oh, he was it was my man. I knew he was gonna expose a lot of stuff today, but I didn't know he was gonna expose CBo as a bully.
It was tough love.
What part of New York y'all from?
I'm from the Bronx.
From the Bronx?
Yeah. I've been up here
Brooklyn.
since I was like
Brooklyn.
12.
Word.
So like 97, 98, I came up here. 99 maybe, 98. Yeah, so I've been up here since I was like 11, 12.
Word.
But I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Yeah, so we all based in New York City. So
Yes.
you understand exactly
Salute.
what we're talking. Yeah.
So Angelo, not to cut you off.
No, keep on. Yeah.
I would just want to give, like you said, continue to give people a little bit of background.
Okay.
And you've been through some stuff. We're not gonna harp on any of it, right?
Okay.
So you, out of high school, we went to school together.
Yeah.
Let's go from out of high school. You
Okay.
went.
So out of high school, matter of fact, one of the major influence, like he said, that tough love, was CBo here. He came and spoke to us when I was playing basketball. He said college ain't easy. So long story short, when I got out, I went to the military. I did just about 4 years in the military. It was overall a good experience, but it's a lot of things that happened in the military that we'll be here all day talking about that. But going forward, after I came out of the military, a lot of situations happened that you have to you're woken to the reality that what has been placed in front of us is not real. So through, I'll give you an example, the justice system. A lot of us believe we're not taught the justice system, so we believe that if we're innocent, we're not guilty.
Yeah.
We're innocent, we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
But the system don't work that way. So one of those things coming out of the military, I realized the system, the judicial system is not for us. It's not designed for us.
Mm-hmm.
So through the years, just
And what you've been through helped you believe that.
Absolutely.
Like coming out of the military and being that coming out of the military, you left supposedly the right way, but they accuse you of not leaving the right way.
Yeah.
Ended up in you being incarcerated unlawfully, civilian jail. A lot of wild stuff,
crazy.
which helped him feel. So the point that I'm getting at is, at what point was it that you woke up? Because like I was saying to you when we talked earlier, a lot of this stuff that you feel or know have learned isn't stuff that you're taught. This is stuff that you have to go get. So at what point was it when you felt like I need to, like, what was it that happened to you that made you feel like I need to get this information? I need to learn. Things ain't what they seem. That woke moment, as we call it. You know what I mean?
That woke moment was the day I was separated from the military, and I was supposed to be separated honorably. I did not get through that, and I went through a situation that I ended up in jail wrongfully, and I was sitting in a cell, and nobody could help you in the cell. And the only thing that was there was a Bible, you know. And from there, I started reading little by little, and that was the only true, real information that I got. That when I was in that predicament, that gave me some type of relief. Going forward, after getting out of the military and coming back home, and then not receiving help from anybody, nobody wanted to help me.
Nothing.
No lawyers, no nothing.
They didn't want to touch it.
They didn't want to touch it, so I had no other option but to go back to that book. So I started really reading that book, not with a religious influence, just picking it up just like any other book,
learning,
and just reading it, you know, little by little, because it's a very diverse and intricate book that you can't read all in one day. You can't read it all in 10 years. It takes years to learn.
Wow. So that's deep. That's deep right there. And people think like, I read the Bible, I know the scripture, but are you getting? You know what I'm saying? And again, I think another interesting point. Again, not to cut you off. I'm gonna do this throughout the show.
Good, brother. It's
is
okay.
the fact that you brought up the mindset you were looking at it. A lot of people go to the Bible with that religious, that they have sort of a biased way of thinking. So their interpretation of what they're reading, thank God I didn't do that, is from that mindset, whether it's Catholic, Christian, Baptist, whatever it is, you're looking at it through those type of eyes. The interesting thing I think about what you're saying is that you went at it just to learn. Like, you weren't going with any biases. He wasn't going believing this or that. You were going for information and receiving it and bringing it out in that form. I think that's really dope.
Was it? But let me ask you this question. I know it wasn't religious, but was it more? Because I separate religion from spirituality.
Absolutely.
So was it like a spiritual form? You were still going at it?
Absolutely. It was definitely a spiritual form, because the reality is we're in a captivity. We're not in a physical captivity. I mean, some of us are.
Right.
A lot of us are
like you were.
And I know what that feels like.
Right.
And a lot of us today are in a physical captivity, but we're also in a spiritual captivity.
Right.
Meaning, for example, how...
Go ahead.
I'm trying to use precise words because I don't want to be idle. But let's say it like this: we're in a spiritual captivity. Most people believe flying out of the United States, everything is a third world country, and we can't live outside of here. And you believe nothing else is good but here.
Yeah,
right.
And it's the total opposite. Here, you need credit. You need this. You go to one of these islands down there. You got $5,000. Here, I want that house. It's your house. There's no. You see what I'm saying? So the captivity is on a whole nother level over here.
Right.
And then even with the distractions, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. I mean, even sports to a certain extent can be in this distraction.
True. Yeah.
Sometimes we want that distraction from the reality.
True.
But there's so many things that are happening within this confine, this country, that it's a captivity. It's a captivity, a mental state. And once we come out of that mental captivity, then you know what I'm saying, that's when your eyes, you start seeing things a little bit differently.
What helped get you to that point though, to where I'm not harping on the situation. No. What I'm saying is, like,
I'll tell you.
Was it getting the information?
I'll tell you what it is.
That you know what I mean?
What sparked it? After my situation in the military, I was moving.
Yeah.
I moved probably since I got out. I probably moved about 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
I move a lot. Hence Angelo the Traveler. But anyways, with that being said, with me moving and always rediscovering something new, I was always in the book little by little, and I want to correlate it with Kandrick Lamar's song.
Yeah, we're gonna
he's
definitely
talking about Deuteronomy 28. When I first read that book, Deuteronomy 28, and it's curses and blessings. So basically, long story short, the premise of the historical background of Deuteronomy 28 is Moses is giving a curse and a blessing to the children that are about to go into the land.
Right.
And basically, if they follow the Most High, they're going to be okay. They're going to have all these blessings. If they don't, they're going to be cursed.
Right.
And when you read those curses, there's only one people that fit it. And when I first read that, it jumped out at me like a sore thumb, because there's only one in the Bible talks about going into slave ships, back into bondage.
Yeah. Right.
There's only one people that went through slave ships. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's no other book in the. If somebody could show me another book that
there's no getting around that. That's a fact.
Yeah.
If there's another book that shows our chronological order, or our history of that
way,
before the slave ships, then I'm willing to read it. But there's nothing after that. All our history, not just here in the Americas, but even in Latin America, everything's after 1492.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
We
Like
wasn't
that's
around
we,
before.
we just came out of thin air, and then we was just here as slaves.
Exactly.
Right.
So when I read that, it jumped at me because well, this goes into another controversy. If we're the people of the Bible, who are those people in the land?
Right.
So that's a whole nother avenue. But what happened was, when you read the Bible, it tells you when the children are in the land, there's going to be no more war. Well,
we not in the land, and it's been constant war,
and
right?
there's more war now since they jumped in that land.
Right.
So there's a lot of implications with that, and that goes into the whole thing of the religious institutions, and I mean, we could,
we're here to talk about a lot of those things, because you're providing a lot of knowledge in those things. I had another question. My thing is this: like, I think people are afraid of what's uncomfortable. I think it's uncomfortable to challenge religion. I think it's uncomfortable to challenge the thought of things being a certain way, because people are comfortable in those realities. Whereas it's hard to accept or learn something else. Do you think that almost like a gift and a curse, what you went through that kind of put you on this path? Are you kind of looking back and like, yo, thank God it could have, because I told him, I was like, I don't want to do a day. You know, people go, oh, you went to Monroe County, that's the clubhouse, you 30 days. No. I don't want to do a day in nobody's jail. I knew I was going to do it. In nobody's jail. My fault. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do a day, bro. So what I'm saying is the pain or what you went through, is it really kind of a gift and a curse? Because did it, like you said, it kind of sparked, just being in that situation helped you open that book and it changed your life.
And as absolutely a gift and a curse. With that being said, let me take my hat off for a second. We all go through things. All of us go through certain things, and it tells in the scriptures. Just like if a lot of us have kids and stuff like that. Yeah. And when our kids do wrong, naturally, you give them a spanking. Or you chastise them, you correct them because you love them. Yeah. If you didn't care for them, you wouldn't say nothing. So it's the same situation we go through these different experiences.
It's that tough love I was talking about. See, I call it bully. It was the tough love. Nah, go ahead.
But that those situations that we get chastised and we do wrong, and a lot of times, we don't want to admit that we did something wrong and we're in that predicament. So we don't want
take accountability.
Looking to place blame on somebody else.
Exactly. And sometimes it's our own blame. As wrong as it's had, sometimes it's like this. You run across the stop sign, right? And the cop pulls you over and puts a gun on you. And God forbid, lets one go. Did you do something wrong? Yeah, you ran across the stop sign, but was it equated what they did to you? Yeah. No. But the thing is, you still went through it.
You put yourself right.
So if you would have never went through it, would have that happened? Possibly not. So that's what I'm saying. With sometimes that don't mean we just get it worse. We because again, we are the people of the Bible, so we are cursed if we don't realize who we are. And
we, is that black people? Is that Hispanic people? Is that
we the same people?
Okay.
The black people, the Native Americans, the Indians, the so-called Latinos, and I mean, we're just talking about the Western Hemisphere. The Eastern Hemisphere, it's not even, that'll take years to break down. Yeah. But just talking about the Western Hemisphere, because most of us came the same way, we are the same people.
Right. That's interesting.
We went through the same captivities. They, even in media, they put all these slave movies and all this stuff here, but not realizing the Mexicans went through the same thing. They were hanging Mexicans too. Right. They were hanging them. They were Indians. Same thing in Puerto Rico. They desolated the land. Same thing in all over the place. We go through the same curses. It's just in different formats. Okay. So sometimes we get caught up in thinking it's only one of us that is going through it when we all be going through it. Yeah. So we all the same people. It's and how do you, and based on my reading and all praises to the Most High power, the Most High God, he allowed me to open my eyes to see certain things. With that being said, to identify as, let's say, the children of the book, there's curses and a gift. So if you're not following the book and you're being cursed, you fit them descriptions. So in the Kendrick Lamar album that he brought it up in the track he was talking about how we all curse. In the book of Deuteronomy explains those curses, and nobody else fits them but us. When I say us, the blacks, the Hispanics, the Native Americans, and truth be told, even a lot of white people that don't have their lineage. Because a lot of people think I'm not on that. A lot of us, and I say us, meaning people that know who we are according to the scriptures. We're not on this hate thing. Yeah, that's what they're trying to move it towards. I'm
so happy you bring that.
It's not about that, because the reality is, how would I say it? In the scriptures, it talks about how the children of Israel lose their identity. So most of us can't trace back 3 generations, 4 generations.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of white people that fit in those descriptions as well, and they're suffering curses as well. Yeah. So for me to just say, because your skin, that's wrong. Wow. You don't know. Exactly. We don't know who's fathers. So at the end of the day, that's something on a spiritual level. It's not even a religious level. Yeah. And then I don't even know where to go with it, but that's kind of the whole plight with this understanding of the scripture, that we are the people of the Bible. Yeah. And then it's just that all these different institutions, all these schools have been set up teaching us our whole life we're just Christians. We're supposed to follow Christ, but it doesn't matter who you are. This, 9, and the third. When it does, when the Bible tells you if you cursed, you curse for a reason. Yeah. So it goes. That's kind of the gist of it.
We were also talking about we were referencing the Kendrick Lamar lyrics, and we were talking about the influence, right? We were talking about, and I think Trev and I kind of disagreed. A couple weeks we were talking about. With my son and what he said about Future.
Run that by me.
Well, basically,
what was it?
My son had went on and was talking about like how Future, with purpose.
He
was saying how he kind of blamed Future for a lot of the kids and the influence on the drugs and stuff like that. And I'm saying that's interesting because Angelo and I was talking about that. And for me, I felt like it's art. I get it. And actually, you know what? I do so much different. I was on the podcast with the TOS boys. Shout out to them. And we were talking about that. My bad.
Okay. It's all good. I'm going to stay with you. I'm here for you, brother.
But so we were talking about, my son did an interview and he brought up Future. And my problem with it was that I feel like he isolated it and put the responsibility on just him. There's a culture of different artists who talk about drug use and different stuff like that. And my argument was, even with him saying it about Future, was like, look, he's an artist. This is what rap and hip hop is. We don't really necessarily get mad at directors or actors who are in movies that are portraying sex, violence, or drugs, right? We're not getting mad at other art formats that are painting pictures of that devil descriptions or whatever it may be. We don't attack these people, but how come artists, most minority artists who are talking about these things that are a reality of what they're actually living, expressing themselves in this art form, is criticized so heavily, right? Or the responsibility is put on them. I'm not defending it necessarily,
it out there.
But it's just I had an issue with him attacking just Future, one, and I mean it's an art form. Now on the other scale, I understood, and I have to understand that for me, I'm a 30-year-old guy talking about a guy saying stuff that cannot influence me. I got kids, I got a family,
right.
I have a life, and I understand the difference. But I also have to be open and understand that I was a 15. We were 16, 15 years old.
Yeah, we was wilding.
Listening to music and getting influenced by some of the artists. Absolutely. Gratefully, they weren't on lean and stuff then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
couldn't even do drugs back then.
Yeah, like we was
it's a different time. It's a different.
So is there real? It's like
to me, it's number one. I don't agree with artists making songs that specifically say that, especially in catchy hooks that when most people don't even listen to lyrics anymore, but they're gonna know the hook. You understand?
Yeah.
But I don't hold him as responsible as I hold the parents and others, teachers, things of that nature.
But talk to your kids.
At the same time, we have to understand we are in a different time where that is looked at as being cool. Where doing drugs is looked at as being cool. When we were coming up,
that's what
drugs were not looked at as being cool.
No. It was like
oh man, he's an addict, he's bugging. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, what are you doing? Now it's a different culture, it's a different time, and the times are changing according to that book because that's what's going on. That's the curse. That's the curse he's referring to, and that's all part of the plan mainstream to brainwash us, brainwash the people, and have us lost, and have us talking about things like this when we should be focused on other things. You know, that's what it really comes down to.
True.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So you ever come across those people that are already like brainwashed, like you can't do anything about it? Like you try to explain to them what's going on in society, but they just choose, like they don't want to hear it. Like they scared almost. You feel what I'm saying?
How do you deal with that? Yeah.
I mean, I deal. You know, we. Okay, I gotta talk. Yeah, my bad.
No, go ahead.
Basically, sometimes it's just having that communication open, knowing that the person already put up a wall, and just be there. You know, because they're gonna do one or two things. They're either gonna eventually. It's like planting a seed.
Yeah.
You know, you plant the seed, you walk away. Let somebody else throw some water on it. Somebody else will come throw some water, and one day it's gonna sprout up. Mm-hmm. So it does work, even though you may not see it. You're still planting seeds. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, some people, when we have relationships, just friendships and whatnot, and we talk about these issues, we're intellectually challenging them, meaning
people don't like to be challenged that much sometimes.
And if it's not that they're gonna, even if it's correct, like right now what I'm saying, a lot of people, I would hope will go back and read, like, hold up,
that's the purpose of what we're doing.
That's the purpose. You're being intellectually challenged, so now you have to if you're gonna have an opinion, let's just say there's a lot of people that come across saying the Bible ain't real. Mm-hmm. You get that all the time. Well, you have to study something first to say it's not real. Exactly. So if you're gonna go on that premise, then which book is not real? Or you have a lot of people that say that it was copied by African, scrolls, or the Kemits, or you know what I'm saying, Egyptology. Yeah. The thing is, well, show me the scrolls. Where did they copy it from? Which book? So sometimes people, instead of actually doing the research and actually doing some of the homework, they rather just intellect. Exactly. They'll have a rebuttal already. It's like we deal with social media. Yes. You go on Facebook
I know.
and you'll put something up there, and it may be something that's 100% true, but somebody, just because they're in a spirit of rebuttal, they don't even read what you're reading. They already got the rebuttal ready. Right, so that's the nature we're dealing with. Some people, that's naturally, you're gonna rebuttal something if you don't realize it. So a lot
they're
of
not
people,
listening. They're just talking, basically.
Exactly. So a lot of times we're just when we talk about these things, we're intellectually challenging the people, which is a good thing. Mm-hmm. So the only thing we can do is, well, if you don't believe me, look at the source I'm using, and that's what when we come through certain things, we have to bring our sources. We're going to talk about certain things. Like for me, my primary source of everything is the Holy Scriptures, the Bible. You know what I'm saying? When you really understand it in its totality. And I'm not a scholar of the Bible. I just read it. But all praises to the Most High Power that He allowed me to understand certain things. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the primary source for myself is the Scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And even other books, like when you talk about certain things, history. If somebody's going to intellectually challenge it, you show them where the source is so they can see it. And then again, that challenges ourselves as well when we're bringing things. So it's just communication. Where anybody that, let's say, that doesn't want to believe or doesn't want to hear what you got to say, or doesn't even want to engage in that conversation, just having that communication, because it will be there. You know what I'm saying? If you're dropping a seed, it'll get
it's
water.
The fact that you said it to them and you had that argument, they're gonna remember that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Be like,
I think is it more fun to have these type of discussions with people who challenge you, with people who don't know, or with people who do know?
I say it like this, not to avoid your question, but to answer it, to try to answer it. If it's not for edification, then what is it for?
Right.
So it depends who I'm talking with. Right. Like if me and you, we're on the same level, we understand something, we talking back and forth, and it's for edification, and we not coming away as enemies, that's cool, because I learned something too. Now there's other people that don't know, and if you're edifying them, then that's cool. And then you got people that don't want to know, or people that just want to rebuttal. So it don't matter what you bring. You can bring, you know what I'm saying? You can bring every book.
It's not for them.
It's not
for everybody.
You can bring every book in the library, and they're still going to rebuttal you. Yeah. So with that being said, to answer the question, it depends if it's for edification. It doesn't really necessarily mean who it is, because there's a lot of things I don't know. Yeah. But again, if it's not for edification, and we're talking, you're not trying to edify me in something that I may not know, then what's the purpose of it? You know, so it's really for the edification more than anything else, for people to understand, to grow conscious of what's going on, of what's, the reality of our situation here in this land.
And that was the interest of me even bringing Angelo on, because like I said, after we got off that call, we was like, yo,
word,
like this is conversations we need to have. And for me, I think when I step into this realm, as we know, I do sports, I talk hip hop, I do this stuff, right. But my interest in learning and educating myself was in this conversation. I don't really have too much input or knowledge in the background of the Bible or the politics, but guess what? Speaking to someone and getting the message out from someone who is informed interests me. Because whether I can control it or be in this conversation, being in the room, getting it out to others, and taking it in is something I think is valuable and worth.
Yeah, and to your point, you saying that you don't have a lot of knowledge, and you know what it is, brother. First of all, the Bible can never be exhausted, so you can read it front to back, back to front.
It's true,
but at the same time, somebody could read a full book, a regular novel, and get all the understandings of it. You can never fully understand everything, and you could stay on the Bible. You could stay on one verse for 2 years, and break it down so many different ways. So that's another thing. A lot of people are scared because they feel like, oh, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what I'm reading. And you have to look for the edification, like he said, but you have to approach it in a spiritual form. You can't approach it in a physical form. Or come with a biased opinion of what you're gonna be reading. You have to
open your mind to it.
Right. Open your mind, absorb the scriptures, absorb what you're reading, and then you have a better understanding. You'll get understanding. I want to ask you this.
We got 2 minutes.
I want to ask you this quickly.
Right,
do you feel like this book is for everyone, or do you feel like only a certain people are supposed to be, not supposed to be reading this book, but will actually understand the language and the message going across in the book?
Because there's different versions, right, that help you understand, right, the same. How you feel about that, too?
Okay.
I didn't mean to.
No. I'm
nah.
going to answer your question first of who's supposed to. Anybody can.
We got 2 minutes, and we're going to come back. So get as much as out.
Okay, so I'm going to answer that question.
Okay, then we'll come back after the break.
Okay.
Definitely.
So basically, to answer your question, anybody can operate with the Bible. The Bible is 99% of the Bible is Israelites.
Okay.
The Hebrew Israelites, the ancient Hebrew Israelites, the 12 tribes.
Right.
That's who this book's about.
Yeah.
Anybody can operate with it, but you have to acknowledge who book it is. Just like if you write a book,
right,
and I take your book, and I'm not acknowledging you're the writer, and I'm just taking it as my own thing,
right?
Then you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So anybody can operate it. Black, white, green, blue, it don't matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm gonna, it's just like if I'm gonna operate with another book, let's say the Quran. I have to acknowledge the Quran is of the Muslim faith, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I can't operate it, take bits and pieces and put it into my own thing. So it's the same thing with the Bible. When you acknowledge that the God of Israel is the creator of all, you know what I'm saying, and acknowledge the people that he chose, you know what I'm saying, and he whooped, because he whooped us. You know what I'm saying? He still is. He's, you know what I'm saying? Then that's where it can go. But you have a lot of different theologians and Christians, and not to say it like that, but the teachers, not so much the people that are receiving, but the teachers that know the Bible, they dismiss who's the Bible. That's what they hear. It doesn't matter who you are. The law's done away with. This, that, and the third. And that's a total. That's completely inaccurate, because you can't even, in any book, you can't start halfway the book and understand the book. You start from the beginning.
Right.
So that's kind of to answer the question. Anybody can operate with it, but they have to acknowledge who are the people of the Bible.
Okay. All right.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. worldhyperadio.com, 101 FM in Jersey, 91.5 PA, 848-480-6371, 848-480-6371. If y'all want to join in and join the conversation here with Angelo, he's bringing a lot of knowledge, brother. A lot of knowledge. DJ Shab going to rock out for our Facebook listeners over the break. Everybody on worldhyperadio.com, New Jersey and PA, y'all going to hear the commercial. We're going to be right back to you. Shab, rock out for us, brother.
Attention, attention, all World Hype Radio listeners and everyone in the Pocono area. World Hype Radio will be streaming live from Great Lengths Lash Nail and Beauty Bar, located at 528 Main Street, Stroudsburg, PA 18360. Saturday, April 29th, 2017. Music by World Hype's very own DJ Swift from 12 noon to 3 p.m. Make it a day and don't be late. It's your girl Niecy from the Niecy and Friends in the Morning Show. Catch me on World Hype Radio every Tuesday through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Keep it locked for all the hottest mix-up. Niecy and Friends in the morning. You done know.
What's up? This is your boy CBo, one half of the Morning Cup radio show, The Morning Cup. This is on worldhyperadio.com. World Hype Radio every Sunday, 12 to 2. Check us out.
Yo, this is Trev, a.k.a. Trey Special, a.k.a. Rev. Thanks for waking up with the Morning Cup every Sunday, 12 noon to 2 p.m. on World Hype Radio.
Or up-and-coming artists, log into our website, worldhyperadio.com. That's worldhyperadio.com. Submit music in clean version only. For all advertisements, send us an email at worldhypeads@gmail.com. That's worldhypeads@gmail.com. We're live 24/7 and play all variety of music. We have multiple DJs at different times. Call in live at 848-480-6371. That's 848-480-6371. Thank you for listening to World Hype Radio.
Hey you, yeah you. You had a long week? Kids and work got you drained? Want to relax and refresh? Well, Great Lengths Lash Nail and Beauty Bar has a great new management and staff. Located in the heart of Stroudsburg, 528 Main Street, Stroudsburg, PA 18360. Number 570-872-6339. They provide a full-service beauty salon specializing in lashes, ethnic hair, weaves by Danielle, and our new nail bar for women and men, and a nail artist by the name of Jasmine, coming from New York and the islands of Puerto Rico. All body waxes, eyebrows, and they even have weekly specials. Tuesday, 10% off for students with your ID. Wednesday, 10% off for senior citizens. Monthly packages. Also, rentals for spas are available. Business hours are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. And they provide a good family environment. So you still want that refreshed and relaxed evening? Make sure your hair, your nails, even your lashes is done? Come down to Great Length Lash Nail and Beauty Bar, located in the heart of Stroudsburg. Remember, 528 Main Street, Stroudsburg, PA 18360. Great Length Lash Nail and Beauty Bar. They're here for all of your great treatments.
World Hype Radio presents up-and-coming new artist who goes by the name of Official. He was born in Jersey City, New Jersey, but now resides in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. As an outlet for pain of an absent father, Official started out writing daily journals, entries which later turned into poetry. Official's music tells his story unveiling courage, faith, and wisdom. Music allows him to become a voice and a beacon of hope to young men and women. Official has performed on BET 106 and Park, Stop the Violence 5-Borough Tour, Mixtape Review in Manhattan, New York, in addition to multiple city tours with AAMG, also known as All Around Music Group, opening for Grammy Award winner Mr. Cheeks from the Lost Boys, as well as a sensation Christopher Williams. Music produced by MB Productions in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
You know the voice, you know the name, man.
He is a loving, devoted son, father, and brother who believes that music is his passion and God-given talent. Be on the lookout for this up-and-coming artist known as Official.
It's your mother, Upper Boy, man. You already know the general of that Yak Gang, the big homie Fish. We about to turn up a little bit. I need everybody to report to the dance floor immediately. Make sure you got a drink in your hand. Put your drinks up. It ain't where you from, it's where you at. And you already know.
You know the voice, you know the name, man. Official. I'm just gonna solidify this thing right now. Right now. Any talking to 570? About music, rap. Mention me.
Y'all ready?
I ain't answering this shit.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Really? Really? So you're not gonna answer my phone call? You serious? Are you serious?
She sound mad. I ain't got time for this shit.
I'ma pass it to the left. I got a roll, that's the give and go. She expected more than I can know for mommy chair. I'm on the road, yeah, I'm on the road. I ain't got no time for all the extras. Getting money, yeah, that's my profession. Nah, you ain't in the plans, get the step.
Playing hit after hit. Hit after hit after hit. You've got your radio cranked up to the best station.
World Hype Radio.
Cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
My baby is drunk, mama. Don't like me. She doing things like having the boys come from her neighborhood to the studio trying to fight me. She need to get a piece of the American pie and take her bite out. That's my house. I disconnect the cable and turn the lights out. Let her know her grandchild is a baby and not a paycheck. Private school, daycare, medical bills, I pay that. I love your mom and everything. See, I ain't the one who lay down. She wanna rip you up, start a custody war. My lawyer stay down.
Yeah. Morning Cup. Y'all listening to the sound of DJ Shab. Shab on Rock Top 4 minutes. We're gonna get back to the discussion. Call in 848-480-3711 when I call you. Radio.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. Me and your daughter got a special thing going on. You say it's puppy love. We say it's foreground. Hope that we feel this way forever. You can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. Miss Jackson times out of 9. Now if I'm lying, fine. The quickest muzzle, throw it on my mouth and I'll decline. King meets queen, then the puppy love thing. Together dream about that crib with the good year swing. On the oak tree, I hope we feel like this forever. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Forever never seems that long until you're grown. And notice that the day-by-day ruler can't be too wrong. Miss Jackson, my intentions were good. I wish I could become a magician to abracadabra all the sadder. Thoughts of me, thoughts of she, thoughts of he. Asking what happened to the feeling that her and me had. I pray so much about it, need some knee pads. It happened for a reason, one can't be mad. So know that everything's cool. And yes, I will be present on the first day of school and graduation. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Look at the way he treats me. She look at the way you treat me. You still know homegirl, we got you up the creek G. Without a pad on, you left the straddle and ride this thing on out. And the union girl ain't speaking no more cause my calling I'm out. I'm talking about jealousy, infidelity, and be cheating, beating, and the N to the G, they be the same thing. Who you placing the blame on? You keep on singing that same song. Let bygones be bygones. You can go and get the hell on you and your mom.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Yes! Have you ever seen a show when fellas on the mic when 1 minute rhymes and don't come out right? They bite. They never write. That's not polite. Am I lying? No, you're quite right. Well, tonight, on the Starry Night, you're about to hear. We swear, the best star rappers of the year. So, cheering up, yell, scream, bravo. Also, if you didn't know, this is called the show.
Fresh, you're on.
up? Morning Cup, World Hype Radio, 101 FM, 91.5. That's NJ Hype, PA Hype, 848-480-6371. This is the Morning Cup with my man Trev. We got DJ Shab.
Sounds of DJ Shab. Shout out to Shab. Took me back real quick.
Morning Cup, man. Y'all lit in here for
No
real.
doubt.
Food for thought. You feel me?
We appreciate
Took
you,
me
my
back
brother.
with the show.
Word.
Some Dougie Fresh. Some
Yeah,
Bus
he
Up
just
Bus.
got it in.
Yo.
He just got it in. Big shout out to DJ Shab, man. We got my man Angelo in the building. Angelo the Traveler. Genesis 49 Radio, brother. We appreciate you taking the time to be here with us and help us,
Likewise.
enlighten each other, learn,
That's right.
share, build, which I think are all important things to do.
Absolutely.
So before the commercial break, we were talking about Trevor asked you a question about the Bible, and I think
who can use it?
Yeah. And I think I had a follow up that I forgot real quick because I was trying to get to the commercial. We was doing so much while trying to take in what you were saying. I was asking you about the different versions. How do you feel about that? Because you had mentioned like the Quran, and I was wondering, you were saying about who's bringing this book, right? So I just wanted to hear your thoughts or insight on the different versions of the Bible and how you felt, maybe even about the different religions and whatnot.
Well, the thing with to answer the question, the version there's hundreds of versions of Bibles.
Yeah.
Right now we deal with English, so on the English side, every language, there's a different. It's a little different.
Yeah.
On the English, now this is my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
The King James Bible, I believe, is the closest
to the original.
Oh, that's what I was asking you too. But there's different versions too. It's like the King James or the new right. There's different
NIV, ESV.
Exactly.
Versions. Well, what happens? It's like the King James Bible is word for word.
Yeah.
Meaning, if you was to go back to the Hebrew scrolls, you can find it word for word, just like it is in English today. Now, you go to the other version, it's thought for thought. So it's very similar to if I write you a letter, right?
Yeah.
You take the letter and you translate it. Let's say you're translating from Spanish to English, just as an example. And you translate it word for word, you're still not gonna get 100%. But because you're doing it word for word, you're gonna be pretty close to what the letter was saying. Now, if you take that same letter and you say, I assume he was saying this, I assume this, it becomes thought for thought. So most of the Bibles are thought for thought. They're not word for word. So that's the major difference between the King James and the other Bibles. And the most interesting thing about the King James versus the newer Bibles, there's certain words that they take out. And it just look at this, it's just real interesting.
True.
I believe it's in Jeremiah. There's numerous places that they take it out. Even in the New Testament, take out a lot of words. But one in particular, the words you see over and over again, according to Scripture, this is not my opinion. According to the Scripture, the ancient Israelites were people of color. Obviously based where they lived. They lived in
right, and this hot climate.
The Middle East was considered Africa to be before the 20th century. That's part of that continent.
Yes.
It's not really part of Asia. They switched it in the 21st century. But what happens? They live in that area. All the people of color, whether they were dark originally or they got burnt by the sun, whichever way, they were people of color.
Yeah.
So that's scripture. And in Job 33, they talk about his color. In Jeremiah, in the Book of Lamentations, even in the Songs of Solomon, again and again, it shows you that there were people of color. And what do these new versions do? Whoops, they're not black no more. Now they're just dark. Now they're just this. So when you compare the King James into the other books, just those words, you're like, hold up, why are they switching black every time?
And I think words are important in interpretation because you can say, you can mean something but use two completely different words and they can be interpreted a completely different way.
But that's why on top of that, that's why the languages are important to understand what language they were originally speaking.
Okay.
We don't conversate in Hebrew, we don't speak Hebrew but to understand that they weren't speaking English makes a difference.
Yeah.
For example, there's a word a lot of people use, a lot of Christians use, and I challenge, again, we're being intellectually challenged. I challenge anybody to look up the word deity in the Bible. It doesn't exist. That's a Roman word. Deity meaning the Godhead and stuff like that.
Right.
There is Godhead in the Bible, but that's just an example how a word that we use.
A word got switched.
It's a religious word. It's not a spiritual word. It's a religious word. They inject it into the spirit, and people use it, not even knowing that it's not even in the Bible. How can you use a word that doesn't even exist in the book? So there's a lot of little things that they throw. It's small things, but everything has to be analyzed. And with that being said, the biggest thing with this is a lot of people coming to the understanding that they were people of color, that we are the children of Israel.
Right.
For example, even in the New Testament, the Apostle Paul was mistaken for an Egyptian. Now, we know what Hollywood does with the Egypt's of God.
Right, of course.
Other stuff.
Right.
So that was the big push of keeping Egypt white for so long, because if Egyptians are black now, what does that mean with Israel?
Right.
They have to be black as well.
Right.
There's even, I mean, this is nothing new. I mean, you can go back to KRS-One. He got a song that's called Why Is That?
Right.
Real
right.
dope song.
Yeah.
He's just breaking it down. He's breaking down the verses.
Yeah.
So it's nothing new. You know, it's just that now we're coming into this understanding, and the platforms have grew.
Yeah.
You know, a couple years ago we didn't have the,
and that's what we were talking about earlier. Like this woke is what a lot of people call it, but the emergence of this community, of the consciousness, is happening. Not only we talk about how drugs and different stuff that are negative coming to our music. There's a lot of artists now that are out here pushing, bringing knowledge. Like when we brought Light, which kind of started this about the whole Kendrick thing, and how dope it was to hear him bring this stuff. He's putting this in his music. Now, this is, if you ask me, now this is opinion, but I think Kendrick's the best rapper in the game right now.
No, I think he is too.
Not even including obviously who we have on the Mount Rushmore,
right.
no Nas. Removing from that, Kendrick's the best in the game. I'm done. I'm sorry. It's over. I'm not. This ain't even up for discussion. So for him to have that platform,
to do that
and use it, and that,
we have this conversation.
Right.
It's amazing.
Not that we couldn't have this conversation without Kendrick Lamar's song,
but it's putting it up. It's making it relevant.
Right.
It's so relevant now.
Exactly.
And the fact that
people could gravitate to it more.
The fact that he's, just like these young dudes are being influenced by the music, they can be influenced by his music too now.
Right.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people are turned away from Kendrick, but I implore people to please, if you don't understand or know some of his references or what he's talking about, go look it up. Y'all.
Sometimes it's too deep.
We did that with Hov and Nas.
But that's where anything and everything in life, if you don't understand, don't just dismiss it. Look it up and read and study and do these things for yourself.
And I think that's absolutely true. And I think I'm just gonna add when it comes to this the Bible, because a lot of people want to dismiss it as well. It's another thing we got to read and study. There's one exception, not saying an exception, but there has to be a foundation. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people go into the Bible to disprove somebody.
Yeah.
So you're not really learning it for yourself. You're learning it to as a battle axe.
That's what I talked about earlier with you when you first initially. It wasn't to anybody. You went and opened this book like, let me see what this is saying.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I want this to affirm my Christian belief, or I want this to affirm my Catholic belief, or let me this. I'm gonna show you in the Bible where it says this. It was like, I'm going to get something,
Right.
I think that's important in your view, the fact that you got it that way.
Yeah, no, and then with that being said, once you start getting it, the Bible is important. The fact that this book is controversial still, it's been written how long?
Right.
How many scriptures how many books were taken out?
Yeah.
People cannot deny the influence it has, whether you want to say it's spiritual or not. That's a whole nother argument. But the fact that we're talking about it, there is a reason. We're in 2017 and we're still talking about it.
Yeah.
Because things are what is spoken in it is happening now.
And to that point, real quick, is look at what this one book changed your life.
Absolutely.
The effect that this book can have, whether you believe, beyond all the madness around it. Just think about the fact, and in this interview and this story, it started with you reading this book. Mm-hmm. Imagine how many other books you could have read or learned from, not even for the spiritual sense, even for the educational sense.
Absolutely.
What you can learn and how many doors could open up in your life, or you could find the stuff that you're thinking about or want to know. It's in a book that you can read and inform yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, books are really, really important.
I want to piggyback, if I may, off what CBo asked you earlier about the different versions.
Okay.
So now we've eliminated. We know the foundation is the King James version.
We can say that,
and we should be looking to that specific book with the King James version if we want to learn what's closest to what was written from the beginning. Now, you have a King James version that I've never seen before today.
Yeah.
So, could you elaborate on the book you have in front of me today? It has some extra chapters and different verses and things of that nature in there.
Well, I don't know what camera to put it to, but
put them on all of them.
Okay.
Let everybody
this book
see.
Here, the King James is a 1611 version.
Okay.
There's a difference between the 1611 version. Here, let me see if I can go up here.
So this one is from 1611. That's it's dated 1611.
Right there, Angelo.
Put in this camera right behind us on this side.
My bad.
So now the difference with this is word for word, as the King James himself authorized it.
Right.
Okay, let me speak in the camera. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay,
No, good.
So the difference with that book,
real quick, how did you get access to this book? How
Amazon.
did you find it?
Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way you can find it. But how did you
know about it?
Yeah,
the knowledge to find out about it.
Because this is the most interesting thing to me is how do you get to this point where you're opening up? Where do you find it? You know.
Okay, I can give you a good source. I'm gonna give the source as part of the shout out, but I'll and I can show you. You know, again, giving the sources where I get things as well.
Right.
The King James, the 1611,
Right.
has 14 additional books that they're called the Apocrypha, or which means hidden books.
Okay.
And the Catholics and the Protestants over the years have gone back and forth, taking them in and out, and debating whether they're spiritual content or not. And I'm not the one to debate whether it's spiritual or not. I'm not. That's not the question. That's not the thing. But there's something important in one of the. I mean, those Apocrypha books are. They're powerful because they bring a lot of details, a lot of missing pieces we don't know about.
They've been taken out for a reason, obviously.
Exactly. There's one in particular. It's called the Book of Second Esdras. It's chapter 13, and from verse 40 to 45, it explains how the 10 tribes left their captivity, a portion of them, and they went down the river, the Euphrates River, and went to a land that mankind never dwelt. It's called Arzareth. That's what's written in the Apocrypha, or in that part of the Bible, which is part of this Bible.
Okay.
And when you Google the word Arzareth, it comes up in the Jewish Encyclopedia as America. And Christopher Columbus attribute Arzareth to America. So now when we look at the history of Christopher Columbus, there's a lot of things that have been omitted, and a lot of things.
Didn't he discover America?
How do you discover something if somebody's already here?
You get drunk and you sail out and land somewhere and be like, yeah, I did this.
No, but he, in all reality, he used the Bible to get to the new lands because he read the scriptures and he read, he studied.
Yeah.
So he didn't just do it out of nowhere. And when you look at a lot of the things are done in language, Spanish, or I believe it's in the Catalonian Spanish that you read, their contracts. But I mean, I don't have the source here, but you can look it up if you Google it. He made contracts with the Queen and King of Spain.
Okay.
When they will come to this place, that if they acquire new land, he will get a portion of it.
Right.
So if he's supposedly going to India,
right?
How is he making a contract to take
get
land?
New land, right?
And then and then when you really start piecing it together, there was a man that he traveled with. His name was Luis de Torres. He was a Hebrew. Now there's a controversy behind that man because a lot of people want to attribute him to being a Jewish man, or versus being Hebrew. There's a difference,
right?
Nonetheless, he spoke Hebrew. He was Columbus's translator. So he's coming to a land using the Bible and then coming with a Hebrew translator.
Right. He already knew what it was then.
How did he communicate with the Indians here? With the Indians
they were speaking Hebrew, obviously.
Exactly. I mean, even I'll give an example.
So they were the same people.
Yeah, they were the
Israelites.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So even today, you go to different places like the Dominican Republic. A lot of those cities and names they derive from Hebrew language. It's not Spanish.
Wow.
So when you look at it, you're like, hold on, what language is this? I know it ain't Spanish.
Right.
And again, because the institutions that are there, especially, I was just in the Dominican Republic, and the institutions you have, we're going to another one. The picture that's all over the world, that's not Jesus Christ. The picture of the guy with blue hair, with blonde hair, and blue eyes.
I was about to ask you about that. What's your take on that? Like
that's Caesar Borgia. You Google Caesar Borgia, you're gonna see voila, his same picture.
Right.
The same dude. They just took his picture and said, let's make him Jesus.
Now, why did they do that?
Now check this out. Now we went through slavery. We went through slavery.
Right.
Our people went through captivity, slavery, and everything. And when you start waking up and you're looking at a savior, you're reading the book, and you attribute it to somebody that don't look like you, you're gonna say this book ain't for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Companies spend billions of dollars to advertise, billions and billions of dollars.
Yep.
So you're gonna tell me that the picture of so-called Jesus Christ up there everywhere, plastered everywhere, and that's even more in the Dominican Republic. Literally every wall is a picture of Jesus. It's over there is on a whole nother level. So you're telling me that don't affect how you view this book?
Of course. It's gonna make you look at your own person as inferior.
Exactly.
To break it down.
That's exactly what it is.
Right.
So it's not about race. Let me put it out there again. It's not about race. We don't hate white people or myself. I can only speak for myself.
Right.
I don't have no hate towards them. You know, it's not about that.
Yeah.
But the thing is the truth.
We got to know the truth, right?
And so it's a problem when we bring out something like this, because the first thing somebody will say is, "Oh, you're racist because you're saying Christ is not white. It doesn't matter who he is." But who changed it?
Right.
What does the scripture say? It don't matter what I say.
Right.
Real quick, guys, call in 848-480-6371 if y'all want to contribute to the discussion. You got a question for Angelo, 848-480-6371.
And of course, it does matter because the truth matters.
Absolutely.
Right.
The truth sets you free. You know, once you know the truth, now you're gonna view certain things differently. You know, so this is, you know, that's all with that. And then I wanted to go to a quick, if y'all don't mind, if y'all brothers don't mind, I want to go
before you get there. I got one more question about white Jesus. So, do you know, like, who did that? Like, who made that a thing that we need to project Jesus as being like white and plaster him all? Like, who advertised that? Whose idea was that?
The same people that are in control today, the Roman Catholic Church. They're really an empire,
right?
They're in control with the Jewish powers. They're in control with the Club of Rome. They're in control with the Masons, the Illuminati, and all that. It's the same. It's one of the same thing. They're just up there. The people that are actually behind these governments and stuff like that, we don't know about. The people that we know, they're just in the front.
They the face.
Right. But they've been in power all this time. The royal families, they're the ones.
They control all the banks too and all that.
Exactly. They control the bank. If you can control your money, you can control
everything.
A lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's who they did it. And they continue to perpetuate that image, because now when you look at it, you say, hold up, that don't match. But we being, you know what I'm saying, we being who we are, we don't like to read. We like to
lazy.
We don't even read instructions. Sometimes we get a piece of instruction. You're like,
look at the picture real quick.
Nah, man, I'm good.
You're right.
Yo,
and then I'll be doing that all the time. Man. I'll be having like 4 screws at the end of the thing I just put together. Like, we ain't even need these screws. I'll put these in the drawer.
But that's missing something.
That's what it is.
Something that could be important.
Right.
And in the scriptures, it gives you the description of Christ. It don't fit. If they were actually really doing it in true honesty, they would have tried to make it at least fit.
Right.
But it's the total opposite.
Right.
So that's where that comes from. And it's all about making us think we're something we're not. You see what I'm saying? Now that you realize, hold up, we're not African. Now you say, okay, so who are we?
Who are we? Right.
And that's where that, you know, once you take those things out of the way. But I wanted to read something real quick in regards to the question earlier about the different versions and whatnot. And in the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, it gives us a guideline how to learn the Bible.
Okay.
It's one of the guidelines. There's many ways, but this is the one of the ways. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. So it's not something that you're going to read all in one day. It's just a couple verses here and there. And through the time you studying and learning, your knowledge grows on what you know before.
You start to understand.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole thing. You want to understand.
Absolutely.
Caller, you're live on the Morning Cup. CBo Trev, we got Angelo in the building.
CBo, it's your man Brian, a.k.a. DJ XL.
What's up, brother? Thank you for calling.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, DJ XL?
Angelo, what's going on, brother?
Hey, I'm good, brother. How you doing, man? How's everything with you, bro?
Everything.
Breaking up, brother. Can you hear us? There you go.
There we go. Don't take...
You broke up again.
XL, what up? Where you at? Come out the elevator.
Nah. I'm home.
There we go. There we go. All right, we can hear you now, brother.
Right there we go. No disrespect at all. You know I show love to everybody.
Yeah.
But I just want you to drive this point home. What is Angelo's overall goal with his conversation today?
Okay. Go ahead, Angelo.
Okay, the overall goal with the conversation is to bring awareness to what we're, like who we are according to the scriptures, and also to just bring the knowledge and the understanding. In reality, I didn't, Chris CBo invited me to come to the show. I didn't really have no objective, no goal. We just started talking. So, I mean, I apologize to say it that way, but there really was no goal. It was just to talk about topics, then I just following whichever way they led. So at the end of the day, everything is just.
I got you.
Yeah, so everything is just to bring awareness into knowledge to what's going on today.
Right.
What's the reality?
Basically, Angelo called in, and we were talking about a topic, and he brought a perspective and an informative opinion. Right? We chopped it up behind the scenes, and our discussion was so good that I felt compelled to share this man's knowledge and experience because I thought it was valuable. Basically, I have this platform, and what better way to get something that I think is important or informative, whether you agree or disagree. That's why we have the option for people to call in and, like he said, talk. Let's have this conversation. But I just thought that this was a good way for us to get this conversation started, and it's a conversation, frankly, I felt like having.
I got you. No. I'm definitely entertained. I've been tuned in this whole time. I'm definitely interested in this. I just wanted to make sure Angelo wasn't trying to get us to join a cult.
Nah, not at all, man. Not at all. Nah, man. This whole situation with the book and stuff like that, it has nothing to do with a cult or a religion or anything like that. It's totally spiritual. And what has happened is they've taught us that religion is spiritual when it's the total opposite. Religions are set up by governments. They're set up by money. So
I got you.
Yeah, so you know, and then
no. You know, I'm busting your
of course, but we gotta explain it not
or anything like
no,
that.
In case anyone is, that question does come up all the time because
even on your radio show too. But it's just one of those things where I feel like people are so busy with their lives, like Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You try to relax, do whatever you can in the meantime, and I don't think people have time, honestly, to look into this type of stuff. So I'm very entertained, and I'm compelled to tune in now to listen more into where you're coming from. Because
that's
to be honest with you, I'm too lazy to do any type of research like this.
And
I believe in a higher power. I don't believe in.
That's a great point, Brian.
Religion. That
a lot of people feel that way.
And it all comes down to a higher power.
Absolutely. There is that.
So I'm definitely appreciating this.
Yo, Brian, thanks for calling in, brother. I appreciate you.
Good looking.
I wanted to.
No problem.
I wanted to. I guess finish answering it in regards to the question you made about the occult, because that happens. You do have a lot of people that have been with what they call themselves Black Israelites. The only thing I can say that I have in common with them is that we understand what Deuteronomy means. And that's about it. I haven't engaged.
You claim no religion, right?
I'm not claiming no religion. It's not a religion. You see what I'm saying? But
this isn't go to my paper. This isn't. We're not here selling. We're having a discussion.
I'm not asking for no money. You won't see me asking for money, because at the end of the day, that's the most high power that's going to provide with everything. I'm not here asking for money and none of that. It's just to bring the understanding out. But what he was bringing out earlier in regards to occult and whatnot, what you see, you'll see it a lot now. Now that you're aware of it, you'll definitely see it. Especially in New York, you got brothers that dress up like Power Rangers and they're yelling at death to the white man, this, that, and the third, and they're claiming with the Bible in their hand. You see what I'm saying? So they probably do got some truth. They are Israel. There's some fact to that.
Understood.
But you talking about you want to kill, that's not, Christ wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be talking about, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. Right. We got to look at the scriptures, how he walked and talked. He didn't deal with certain people. That is true. But you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, it's just like, I explain all the time because I have a lot of friends, conservative friends, or in that political scene, that they're conservative. They're white Republican Christians.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And there's no other way to but that's what it is.
Of course.
And I tell them the same way. A lot of times
it's all good.
Job in the building. In case y'all forgot, DJ Shab is in the building.
Y'all forgot. Nah, go ahead.
But with that being said,
you said there was a lot of white conservatives.
The conservatives feel similar in the sense that they are painted in a negative picture.
Yeah.
Basically, they're painted as these racist rednecks, this, that, and the third. Well, most of them are really genuinely good people.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? And they're good people. There's no, you know what I'm saying? And they're Bible-fearing people. And they do, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of them are good, but they paint them with a broad negative paintbrush. And a lot of us say, wait, we didn't want to deal with them. So that's the same exact thing that's going on with the quote-unquote Black Israelites. You see what I'm saying?
So basically everybody messed up in the game and don't know exactly what's going on.
This is one, how would I say, the media, the big media, the people that control everything, they're the ones that push Hollywood
Certain
we're talking about.
agendas,
They're pushing certain things, so people are just so distracting. What the caller earlier, Brian, DJ XL, shout out to DJ XL. What he mentioned about how we're so busy. That's the way the system is designed.
And that's why we're here. We're here because not for one specific reason. We're here because this conversation needs to be had, and if y'all gonna pay attention, I'm gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, a lot of this information is stuff you have to go get. Well, guess what? The reason we're here is to give it to you. If we have this platform, the few and loyal people that do watch or perform, or the few people who we're going to share and see this may be what you needed to help you through a certain situation.
Absolutely.
Bring some light to something you was thinking about. If you're not going to go get it, I feel like why not bring it to you? Yeah. Now, we are a lot of busy, and I don't read books, or I got time. It's right here. Here you go.
Now, I like the way you broke it down about Jesus being white. I mean, if you read any of the Bible at all, you should know that Jesus obviously was a black man. Now, you said they have pictures of white Jesus hanging up all around. We know this. You said more so in other countries than this one. I've read in the Bible that there should be no graven images, false idols, things of that nature. We have to watch out for false prophets coming through. Even the elite will be fooled. So I just want to ask you, are there any pictures of the actual Jesus?
I
have any man, and not have any man seen him, because obviously people walked with him. But I'm talking about, has anyone ever been able to translate a picture or have anything specifically to show us this is the actual guy? Now we know they say his feet was bronze and his hair was like wool. So we know that describes a black man. You got bronze feet and your hair like wool. You know what I'm saying?
And burnt in a furnace.
Right. Exactly. It don't get no darker than that. Right. It don't get no darker than that.
Yeah.
So have you ever seen, or do you know of any pictures of them portraying a black Jesus, not just off what we read, but actual maybe drawings that they took from back then or anything like that?
Oh, from back then? I'm not too familiar with any of these drawings or whatnot.
Right.
I know in Europe, in a lot of churches, some churches I visited in Germany, they have statues of the saints and whatnot, and they're bronze. But when we have this when we think it's one thing, we just think, oh, it's just a statue, it's dark.
Right.
They were depicting the skin. I'm not sure, but there's some places in Russia as well. They have depicted the apostles as dark people.
Okay.
So as far as actual pictures on the wall, like a painting,
right?
I'm not too certain if I know anything that is,
concrete
that can predate, let's say, the Roman Catholic resurgence or the Renaissance. I don't know.
Okay.
What I do know is what the scriptures say.
Right.
So
right.
I can only go off what the words say.
Right.
And then putting common sense together.
Right.
So
okay.
I
just want to know if you had ever seen any pictures, and if you did see pictures, do you know, was it an interpretation or was it an original?
There's hundreds of pictures. You know what I'm saying? You see pictures of Black Christ all the time.
Right, because I've seen those too. But
but when we don't understand it, because what's the mainstream one?
Right, the white one.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, real pretty boy looking. You
can't be in Egypt looking like that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make no sense.
But there is a book, the Book of Josephus. He was I want to say he was a scholar. I vaguely read it. I've used it as a source. Like, sometimes when you read things, you go to this source just to verify what else you're reading.
Right.
I have not read it in its entirety.
Right.
But from my understanding, in the Book of Josephus, it explains the depiction of Christ, and the Book of Isaiah, it does say Christ is not. He was commonly like. He's not easy to look at or look upon.
Okay.
He was a man that had sorrows. He was not a pretty guy.
Right.
He was somebody that was. He was grieved. He was always, you know what I'm saying? He was carrying the burden of the world, but in the descriptions, he was not like a pretty boy. Like he was probably somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Looking like us.
Angelo, talk about how your travels have helped inform you or open your eyes to different things. What type of effect has traveling and being in different places, especially outside of the country, how did that have an impact on some of the things that you believe or have learned?
Well, the traveling is essential. I don't even know where to start with the traveling. You get out of a certain land, you get out of a certain place, and you can compare the realities of one world to another land to another land. And it's honestly, the travels make you realize that this book is a lot more real. Like you go to Dominican Republic, Egypt, certain parts of the ghettos in Europe, and certain places all over the world, you see the same conditions. There's a common denominator with that. There's certain people that are cursed.
Certain people that's there.
Certain people that are cursed. So you know, over the years, you start realizing, hold on, it's a lot bigger than just here. And the travels, I mean, I don't even know how to put words into it. The travel is enormous. Anybody that can travel outside of this country, do it. You know, even if it's for a weekend. You can go to Puerto Rico for like $110 one way. It's not something that's out the blue, but what happens? We've been programmed to go buy Jordans, to go buy video games. You know what I'm saying? We fund all of our things here, and we're just paying whoever made that.
Right. I do want to say we can do that and travel.
No, you could.
But some people is in a different place.
What I'm saying,
all jokes aside,
all jokes aside, there's nothing wrong with having sneakers, and I'm not talking against that. What I'm saying is,
one of those months you could travel.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? A pair of Jordans could get you out of the country.
I think the most important thing in what you're saying is that, again, getting out of the normal, getting out of the mentality, getting out of what we're comfortable with. Get out of that. Do different. Try different foods. Go different places.
Yeah.
Hang out with different people. Get to know someone that is not like you or understand you.
It changes.
I've always been enamored by learning another language. I'm not fluent in Spanish,
but you probably understand.
I can speak a lot more than people probably think I can. And to be honest with you,
that's what's up.
The only way I've learned is by communicating with people who can't speak English. I was in situations where I was forced to learn Spanish because it was the only way I could communicate.
Right.
And for that person who was unable to speak English, help them learn English because we had to communicate in an environment where we had to work together, depend on each other, rely on each other, and there was a language barrier. But guess what? We did it.
Yeah.
That to me is a magical thing also because we're in this mindset that if you're different from me, you don't speak my language, you're not like me. We are all human beings. At the end of the day, certain emotions, feelings, looks, facial expressions, certain trigger words and stuff, we can communicate with any human on this planet.
And check this out.
Love is love, hate is hate everywhere.
Most of the people speaking Spanish today and most of the people speaking English today is not their original language. Meaning, how long have we been speaking English?
Right, exactly.
Only a couple generations.
Exactly.
So that's another barrier. It's another. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Yeah, it's these roadblocks in your mind, like we talked about mentally. It's different stuff. We don't really challenge ourselves.
Yeah,
and we don't really go out and look for ways to grow spiritually, or individually, just as a person. You know, and I think these type of conversations are important to bring light to that. We're not trying to talk down to anybody. Like I made the joke about the Jordans when you said it. It's not that you sit here talking down. Right. Do it. But we're just trying to bring the light and tell you, like, yo, this is cool too. Learn other stuff. You can have your Jordans, but go wear them in Italy.
But to go what you were saying, to feed off what you were saying about the different languages you had to communicate. I see your Facebook page is in Hebrew. Is that correct?
It's in Hebrew.
And how did you come about that? How did you learn that? Are you learning Hebrew? I
am learning Hebrew. Okay,
elaborate on that.
I'll elaborate a little bit. You asked me earlier where I get my information.
Yeah.
There's a great school. It's an online academy. It's called the Gathering of Christ Church Hebrew and Bible Online Academy.
Okay.
And it's for about 3 months, but they break down a lot of the scriptures and they also go into the language. And I mean, it's awesome for the price that they have it for. It's absolutely awesome. I mean, I can't talk more about it. I mean, I can't praise it enough. It's a great learning tool. It's a great school. With that being said, they also congregate in certain places in New York and Philadelphia, and I congregate many times with the brothers out of the church. I do go to the church from time to time. We live here. We live out in the Poconos in the Lehigh Valley. We're not, we're kind of isolated, so there's no gatherings out this way. But I do gather with a lot of brothers, not just of the church, because there's different churches that all believe that they're Hebrew Israelites. But that's the one I learned from.
Okay.
So they have a great school. I mean, I can't even explain. It's awesome. There's no other way to put it. I learned a lot. Like as much as I've learned before going to that, I learned so much more just, investing that time.
Being with the people.
And then communicating with other brothers out there. And so, that's where, I get a lot of the information now, or a lot of understanding. And then again, is reading. The scriptures tell us, study to show yourself approved. So I can go to all these schools and all these online YouTubes I want, but if I'm not reading my book, it's not going to come to
2 Timothy 2:15.
Exactly. So with that being said, the Hebrew, it's actually a lot more simple than people think it is. It's very simple when you take out the vowel sounds, when you go to the ancient Hebrew. And so I started, studying it for a while now. And before I wanted to. I've always been interested in languages as well, like yourself, CBo.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, when we was in high school, I didn't speak Spanish. I spoke almost nothing.
Wow.
And I learned afterwards. When I went to Germany, I started hanging out with they were not from the military. They were just there, Dominicans, Colombians, whatever, and they couldn't speak English. And you know what I'm saying? I had to learn.
They're looking at you like, we know you know something.
Yeah, so no, and they speak Spanish.
Right.
So we, hanging out with them, I actually learned Spanish in Germany.
Right.
So I've always had an interest in other languages, and the language that really intrigued me, to be honest, was Arabic. It sounds very beautiful. Yeah. But I actually started, this is a while back, before I got into the Hebrew and everything. I was reading the Quran, and in the second chapter it tells you the children of Israel are the favored ones in the Quran. In the Quran, it tells you the people of the God of who they call Allah,
right?
Which basically means God. It's not incorrect. It is Allah. Even in Hebrew, it's Allah, but we call them the Allahayim, which is the creator. There's many gods, many powers. That's all God means, power. With that being said, in the Quran, it tells you that the power, the creator, the children of Israel are favored. That's in the Quran. So when I read that, I'm like, hold up. What am I doing with this Quran? It got nothing to do with me. I'm going to go back to this Bible, because I never understood the Bible. So little by little, I started rereading the Bible and stuff like that. And then I got interested into the Hebrew, because I wanted to know the actual words. Like, okay, I know this wasn't in English. It wasn't written in English. So that's how I got interested in the Hebrew. Yeah. And then there's people on the internet right now. You type in ancient Hebrew in Google, and you'll find plenty of elders and plenty of brothers breaking it down. They're breaking down the language. But the school, I guess, or the online academy that I attended, it's Gathering of Christ Church Hebrew and Bible Academy. It was wonderful. I mean, it was awesome, and just they man, those people, they know how to teach. They know how to teach the words. So, I mean, that's kind of where I got a lot of the stuff from.
Information from.
Yes.
I feel like I want to know, like, not like what Brian said, like, what's the point, but like, what do you feel like your purpose is? Personally, like, you've been down this journey, you've gone through what you've gone through, you've had this awakened moment, you feel like you know who you are, is what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to know who you really are. Talk about what you think the purpose of where you're at right now.
Okay.
Even, being here. Like, what are we...
The purpose of this, personally, my personal purpose is to wake up Jacob and be a light to the Gentiles. What does that mean? Israel is Jacob. So that's another way of saying the children of Jacob is the children of Israel. Okay. Jacob got his name changed to Israel. So the children of Jacob is us, the blacks, the Latinos, the Native Americans, the people that are in poverty, the people that don't got anything.
Yeah.
That's to be, to wake them up, to show them who they really are. And the Gentiles, being the people that are not of Israel, be a light to them. And, going through scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Speaking with anybody and anybody. And so that's the purpose of the whole radio station, that me and a couple brothers started, Genesis49radio.com, is the purpose is to wake up the people, to bring the truth that is this, to unveil the world that has been put in front of in our eyes. So that's the whole purpose of it, is bringing this word. And then once we understand who we are, it's important. The law, statute, and commandments that the Father, the Most High Power, put in front of us is important, because it's life and death. You see, when we don't know that, we continue to go in our error. You know what I'm saying? But once we know that, listen, if I do this, an example, even in the scriptures, it gives us a dietary law.
Yeah.
People do South Beach diet. People do all these diets all the time, which is cool. But the Bible gives you a diet. And what is one of the major ones? Pork.
Pork, right.
I mean, pork is an abominable animal. The pig will take a crap and eat his own crap. They'll eat anything. So this is what they feed us. and that's perpetual. It's an abomination. So it literally, we're eating dirt. You know, you're eating garbage.
They don't have sweat glands either, too. So
they're disgusting. There's no other way to put it. They're disgusting. So they teach us that that's okay. You see what I'm saying? And that's just something simple. Why? The reason, you know, I'm not so against it in the sense, if you don't know any, but I'm not gonna, if you hand me you know what I'm saying, if you're eating a sandwich, I'm not, oh man, I don't want to. Nah, you know what I'm saying? But I know, you know what I'm saying, and I gotta explain it in the right spirit. So you can say, why don't you eat? Or this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, they put it in everywhere. Pork is everywhere, so we don't think of it. But once we realize it, and we're like, okay, I gotta stay away from this abomination. They teach against it. The religions. Oh, it doesn't matter what you eat. This, that, and the third. When the scriptures say otherwise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why am I gonna go against what the Father, the Creator, said? You know what I'm saying? So that's just an example. That's one simple example, and people will defend pork. Nah, I don't care. I'm eating what I want to eat. Hey, it is what it is. But even that simple, taking that out of your diet may save you, because you can be killing yourself eating those type of animals. You know what I'm saying? So that's just an example. But once we, you know, when we like for myself, once I realized who I was in this book, or who I am according to this book, I look at it different, because I see the forefathers fell, so I'm trying not to fall the same way. And we being whooped. You know what I'm saying? As a people, we're being whooped. We're in this condition. We're still in captivity. You know, it's just a prison that you can't taste or feel. You know, so that's personally, again, is to wake up our people. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and just try to be about the Father's business as best as I can. You know, as best as what I've been given. So, you know, I use this voice. I try to sound the trumpet. So.
I think that's dope, Angelo. For real, I really respect and appreciate a lot of the insight that you brought forward. I admire the fact of the things that you've been through and the man that you've become through those things. I think it's very admirable, and
all praise to the Most High.
It's a real dope thing, and that's why, again, for anyone wondering why this turned into what it was today, because we go through topics. We talk
right.
We do a different type of show.
This was more important to talk about.
It was more important than sports today. The minute we got off the phone with you, we got together like, yo, we gotta get him on ASAP. We need to have this discussion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything else can wait. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. The playoffs is today. I'm missing the Cavs game, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry, they're gonna keep moving.
Yeah, we good. I mean, we good. But you know, in all seriousness, it was important. You know what I'm saying? It was important to do this, and it was important to have this discussion and bring some light to that. So I appreciate you. You know,
I appreciate y'all fellas coming.
I appreciate you coming through and having this discussion with us. We usually end the show every week with something we're thankful for. We'll let you go first.
Okay.
Something you're thankful for. You want to give any shout outs or anything?
I'll do that.
Also,
I appreciate
plug your social media and everything.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so, you know, I'm thankful for the Most High Father, the Most High Power, allowing us to have this conversation. And, you know, I'm thankful for the people that He put me around, and the people, you know, all the situations. And I'm just thankful that I have another breath, you know, because when He calls us up, we got no control of that. So I'm just thankful for that. And I'm thankful for the brothers that are here. And you know, I mean, I'm thankful for a lot of things, but I'm just thankful that, you know, the Father's giving me life every day. And He's, you know, utilizing me, you know, as best as, you know, I'm trying to be, you know, I'm trying to let, you know, just get this word forward. So now let me do some other shout outs. I want to give a shout out to one of our DJs at Genesis49radio.com. We're still in beta version, so we're still getting things together. But in a few couple weeks, we'll be live, and you know, definitely we'll have you brothers on as well, and you know, we'll definitely, you know, get talking. But DJ, at Instagram, official DJ Rabia. My boy out there, DJ Rabia out in Puerto Rico. He's going to be mixing the ones and twos for us in Genesis49radio.com real soon. I want to give a shout out to a couple of the artists. I mean, there's so many artists that are prevalent on the radio station. It's we can say underground, but it's a lot of inspirational and truth and spirit in a lot of this music. I want to first give a shout out to Deacon Kasa or Cass D. Another shout out to Brother Bronze, John Boyd, Ephraim the Truth, Kamal Yakar, Akrala. I mean, I could keep going. It's so many artists on the thing. If I forget you, I apologize. Also, I want to give a shout out to Cuban Links. With Genesis 49 Radio, we're talking with the management so we can get them on the radio show once we go live. Also to my son, New York General, one of those brothers that his music is something else. I respect that brother a lot. Man, I can go all day shouting out the artists, but I also got to give a shout out to, you know, the brothers that have been supporting me, all the brothers that have been supporting me, my family that has supported me, and the people that, you know, support. It's not again, it's not about one individual. It ain't about me. It's about getting this work done and letting the Father do what he got to do. So that's my rap with it. So check out Genesis49radio.com. You can check us out there. We got a couple segments up, and we're gonna be going live real soon. So again, CBo Trev, I appreciate y'all giving me this platform. No doubt. You know, coming here, and we definitely gonna, you know, we got to do something again soon.
No doubt.
Trev,
I'm gonna let Shav spit real quick. Shav, go ahead, man.
Brother.
Tell him what you're thankful for, man.
I feel you. I'm thankful for my family. You feel me? I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to DJ here and get things moving and jogging. A lot of things been going on the past couple months. A lot of moves being made. So I'm thankful to wake up every day and be able to do that. Thankful for all my followers and everybody supporting. Definitely. I'm thankful for y'all for having me here for sure.
No doubt. Good looking coming through. What's your handles and all that? Where they can find you?
You can follow me on IG at DJ Shab, SHABB. On Twitter at Flatbush Born for all the Brooklyn homies. Facebook, it's my government, Andrew Broome Jr., BROME Jr. You feel me? So
good
that's
looking.
We good.
No doubt. Yeah, first of all, I'm thankful for the guest Angelo coming through today, dropping knowledge on us so we can understand, have more understanding. I'm thankful for DJ Sharp showing up for us, coming through, World Hype family. Thankful for my man CBo, CEO Cat, and everybody at World Hype Radio, including his wife. Everybody always got to big up the wife. I want to big up mine and my family as well. I'm thankful for being here and learning some things today. And I'm thankful for life overall in general, man. I'm thankful that I'm here and I can share these moments and these thoughts and have this platform to help educate. And, you know, hopefully people learned a lot today, whether they want to, you know, not take heed to what was said. If you don't like what was said or you don't agree with what was said, then do your own research and study. That's what I propose.
You should have called in if they ain't like it.
That's what I propose to you. So, but that's what I'm thankful for. I'm still thankful for y'all listening, though, man. I appreciate y'all and everybody at World Hype Radio.
Yeah. I'm thankful. Just each and every one of y'all, of course. CEO Cat, World Hype Radio, Life, God, of course, and this weekend I just want to shout out just my family, man. I'm just thankful for my family. Just the backbone in my life, because I do a lot, yo. And I got a real ill woman in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to have a amazing woman in my life. My kids, they keep me happy every single day whenever things is, you know, not going the way I want or whatever. My mom's is amazing. My mother's a special person in my life. My father, man. My brother. So I just want to shout out my family. I'm thankful. I'm really, really thankful for that backbone and everything that they do for me to help me, you know, be able to move how I move. Because without them, it'd be a lot more difficult. So to support my boys, man, I had a good time this weekend. I ain't gonna front. So shout out to my boys, because I don't really talk about my friends too much, but those are my brothers, man. Each and every one of them. I don't even gotta go name by name, because you know who you are. So shout out to my brothers, man. They special dudes, man. But everybody who contributes to just helping me be the best me I could possibly be. So I'm just thankful for that. Angelo, again, brother, thank you so much for coming. I
appreciate you
taking the time with us this Sunday, man.
Looking, man.
We got
very insightful,
less than a minute, but
educational.
Shab's gonna rock out for another minute or two. And that's this week's episode, man. We're gonna see y'all next week. Of course, y'all know I'm gonna be on Facebook Live again tomorrow with the For the Love of the Game podcast. My man JT from Jersey. And y'all have a good week, man. It's the Morning Cup, World Hype Radio, worldhyperadio.com. CEO, thank you, brother.
Morning
Angelo.
Cup. We
Shab,
out.
let's get it.
You know, we're young OGs, so we made a lot of old money. We still getting that new money, though.
Yeah, young veteran, I don't trust you. I'm gonna shoot you.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot box. Cooking, know your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something. Hey, I don't trust nobody, grip the trick, nobody. Call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. It's bad and
yeah, Charlemagne the God, the Hood General, voice of the gutter when I speak, the streets listen. And right now you're listening to World Hype.
On the station that gives you the best of reggae dancehall music. Yeah. yourselves. Touch your friends. But don't touch that dial.
World Hype Radio.
Yo, it's your boy DJ Sean. On May 20th, it's going down at the Sherman on Main Street in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. It's the King of the Bird, featuring all the finest artists in the Poconos. It's gonna be a movie. I'm gonna be spinning live alongside artists like JXY, R.E.D.
She said she saw me with some shorties on you, and I thought you were my boo. I just don't know what to do.
KYM,
I'm about to pop to the top. Chicks be on my job.
Crease Cooper, and more. It's gonna be lit.
Hey you, yeah you. You had a long week? Kids and work got you drained? Want to relax and refresh? Well, Great Lengths Lash Nail and Beauty Bar has a great new management and staff. Located in the heart of Stroudsburg, 528 Main Street, Stroudsburg, PA 18360. Number 570-872-6339. They provide a full-service beauty salon specializing in lashes, ethnic hair, weaves by Danielle, and our new nail bar for women and men, and a nail artist by the name of Jasmine, coming from New York and the islands of Puerto Rico. All body waxes, eyebrows, and they even have weekly specials. Tuesday, 10% off for students with your ID. Wednesday, 10% off for senior citizens. Monthly packages. Also, rentals for spas are available. Business hours are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. And they provide a good family environment. So you still want that refreshed and relaxed evening? Make sure your hair, your nails, even your lashes is done? Come down to Great Length Lash Nail and Beauty Bar, located in the heart of Stroudsburg. Remember, 528 Main Street, Stroudsburg, PA 18360. Great Length Lash Nail and Beauty Bar. They're here for all of your great treatments.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
91.5. 91.5.
In your face. All over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7.
Attention, attention, all World Hype Radio listeners and everyone in the Pocono area. World Hype Radio will be streaming live from Great Lengths Lash Nail and Beauty Bar, located at 528 Main Street, Stroudsburg, PA 18360. Saturday, April 29th, 2017. Music by World Hype's very own DJ Swift from 12 noon to 3 p.m. Make it a day and don't be late.
Let's listen to the music, relax, and have fun.
Hi, this is Kelly Clarkson. Hi, this is Madonna.
Hey, I'm Mariah Carey.
World Hype Radio.
Famous is an upcoming artist from Brooklyn, New York, who has lived in the Poconos for the past 4 years. Famous started rapping in 2007 at the same time he made his YouTube page. Now he has over 1.5 million views on his page, in which earned him a partnership with Google AdSense. You can look at his latest videos at NuffBud5. He's also on Snapchat at NuffTV and Instagram Famous Nuff. Famous is working on his next mixtape titled Money Brings Hate Volume 2, which he plans to drop this year.
I'm fresh out, be the chick with the biggest butt. Was when I to roll up the biggest blunts, I'm back now. So y'all haters can fall back. It's Iceberg, I'm in the trenches with some real hitters. I took the charge cause I'm a real. Plus the gun was mine. So what?
You snitch of the year cause you told the best. Good drink. Big nuts, good drunk. I put a phone on rocks, drop top, no hot box. 12 tried to put me over, pink slips to the car. She said that my nigga was this face. Put that dick in a real case. Well tied cause they can't take. Diamonds clear like Bombay. Take your babies, no run back. Play with keys like Dr. 3K like Andre. Yeah, girl, call my come.
I appreciate that. Hey, I'm glad you home, cuz. Quavo, you already know, man. You got Nates on the evening, man.
DJ Shaw.
Saucing, I'm saucing on you. I'm swagging on you. I'm ballin', I've a song on you.
in the sleeve, I can't buy with no drugs. You know how I do it, can cause on my toe. Oh, I ain't rich yet, but you know I ain't broke. So if I see it, I like it about that from the start. I'm with some white girls and they love them like they OT. Double OT, like I'm KD, smoking OG. And you know me, and my 2-3s and my gold tee. Smiling, you see me from the nosebleed. I'm the new 3 and I change out to my new D. Why'd I have a song? When I started balling, I was young. You gon' think about me when I'm gone. I need that money like the ring I never won. I want saucing, I'm saucing on you. I'm swaggin', I'm swaggin', oh. I'm ballin', I have a song on you. Watch out, oh, watch out, oh, watch out, yeah. I smash out, yeah. I'm spending on my stunning. Cigarettes in a hairband, commas in my hair, man. Slumped over like a dead man. Red and black, but my bread, man. I'm the answer, never question. Lace up, learn a lesson. Some sauce and I do this often. Don't do no talking. My options right when I walk in. Jump on them Jordans, I'm ballin'. Money jumping like I'm Davis from New Orleans. I'm hard and I don't miss nothing. Practice, it just happens. No, y'all can't stand it. I have it, I never pass it. I want my magic, high average. Ball on these things, it makes me happy. It's tragic, I make it happen. And all y'all shacked in. Why'd I have a song? When I started balling, I was young. You gon' think about me when I'm gone. I need that money like the ring I never won. I want saucing, I'm saucing on you. I'm swaggin', oh. I'm ballin', I have a song on you. Watch out, oh, watch out, oh, watch out, yeah. I smash out, yeah. I'm spending on my pay.
This right here the remix. Cut it. Them bricks are way too high, you need to cut it. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it. Cut it. Them bricks are way too high, you need to cut it. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it. I need some rest like a shower. I just might go out the bread truck. I got your bitch spotted. Make us up on bed though. These bitches, they know I don't play with them. They know that my new spray on them. We like to these bitches like rugs. We tell them anything to lay with them. She come and do it cause I'm out of disgrace. She gon' follow me way to the private jet place. I'ma keep me a rubber like can't leave a trace. I'ma take all that rubber and buzz on her face. What you gon' do? I ran up my ring and I pour out the paint. Talk about that. Got diamonds on me and they wear like the same. Cut it. Them bricks is way too high, you need to cut it. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it.
Man, gold rolling and it's presidential. They got one that wants since elementary. I'm just a bird when they're chasing that money. Don't bother me, bad women follow me. I went to try that any number way better. I'm special, you better not lie to me. I'm about to rebound on the real. I'm in the street power for a deal. I need a sweet house house on a hill. I'm in the projects in the field. Harriet Tubman on the bill. Need 2 bill worth of them. Way I be talking like it need to chill. Can I be honest? I cannot pretend. Pass by the click house having a garage sale. Big cars, big roads. All of them raw sale. Flip phone, call the sale. Bounce back off the hill. Broke bricks. Oh yeah, grab on the cartel. Big money, matter of fact, grind trying to get it back. I don't go to church in the Buddha Club. Blue say. God know it's hard. He was thinking he was giving back. In the trap house shooting crap. Trying to win it back. Cut the plug off price high. He don't want to cut. I don't need nobody. I can get it. I'm done.
Cut it, 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 cut it. Them bricks are way too high, you need to cut it. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it. Cut it, 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 cut it. Them bricks is way too high, you need to cut it. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it.
Full-time artist, ex-guard, he said grind harder, learn from every time you ever fail. If it never fail, just grind smarter. Iron sharpen, you the dag on they hindquarters and they all acting. Rap game, I'm a pallbearer. Kill me, get a call after. First look, it was all laughter. Kevin Gates, no small matter, made men believe when they didn't believe. Dive in the crowd, no safety holders. Got in the booth, no safety on it. Aim and I shoot for the stars. Got the award, I ain't win no awards. Only meaning one thing, don't get tired, I go hard.
I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get
tired. The woman I love on an air mattress, we share a car, my hair never couldn't afford flights, no air travel, still Rice Krispies like sand gravel, walking testament of what can happen the moment you follow your heart, keeping the faith even when it get dark. They say give up as I tell them get lost. 6 years ago I just purchased a farm, most likely the one that you cannot afford. Right foot on the gas, well let's see, I could be accelerating, I'm doing the dash. Chick that I'm with, started be doing it, then it's okay to say that she bad. Look to the right and I give her a grade. We don't break the go, we don't grade.
I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired.
Only meaning one thing, don't get tired, I go hard. Don't play with the hustle, you eat or you starve. Don't mimic, pretend it's just be who you are. I ain't never changed, been like this from the start. Only meaning one thing, don't get tired, I go hard. I don't get tired. Don't play with the hustle, you eat or you starve. I don't get tired. Don't mimic, pretend it's just be who you are.
Get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Get it, get fly. I got
Playing hit after hit, hit after hit after hit. You've got your radio cranked up to the best station.
World Hype Radio.
I got so many feelings, I might can't never go to counter double drinks say he gon' put some screens, so let me check my calendar. I just popped me one of them colors and it boosted my stamina. Now I'm on the bouncer, still guess I just East Atlanta. And I already dropped Tarantula. Challenge me, ain't got no manners, bro. What's the manners? I keep throwing rubber bandits up. Pull your panties up, cause you like a granny. You're just an amateur. Tifa Lee gon' make this cricket. Just try throw the book at me. I look like $500,000 worth of. She look at me, but you ain't gotta with me, my. But you stuck with me. But how you call the cops on me, my? You grew up with me.
I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. Got me talking about my life. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now, and I need you in my life. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. Yeah, I'm both. Yeah, I had a drink, yeah, I smoke. Yeah, you think I need you, but I don't. Just left out Dubai with all my folk. Open water, my location is remote. Shout out Yachty, but this ain't a little boat. This some I wrote about when I was broke. See, the power of the mind is not a joke. Man, I said that I would do it and I did. Used to get leftovers out the fridge. Nobody was famous where I lived, till I got it jumping at the crib. Took a lot to be able to give. I mean, I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. Got me talking about my life. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now, and I need you in my life. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now.
Some like Shabba, some like Shabba, some like Shabba, some like Shabba.
Some of them dirty like Shabba. Jamaican or Haitian, no matter, they pull up with choppers. All of my niggas got rounds. I spray a new face on you crying. I got a bitch in the beat. I gave her the shrimp and a lobster. I put that girl in Da Vinci. Versace, I'm feeling like Shabba. I that to Hollywood. But that